Hello everyone, how's it going? Today I am going to show you how I make a bouquet using the flowers from my gardens and using the spiral technique. Let's cut the flowers. The very first step, I would walk around in my garden and see what are blooming, and then I pick the color tone that I like. I pick the main flowers that I would use, and this time I pick this brown dahlias, and that determined that today I am going to make like a brownish rustic bouquet, which is something that I have never done before, and it's not my standard color palette. Because my goal today is to make a rustic bouquet, not a Thanksgiving or Halloween or fall looking bouquet. So I will use a lot of white flowers to tone down, the brown color, to tone down the orangey, Halloween looking, Thanksgiving looking style. Then I will mix between the brown color and the white color with some salmon, cream, honey. And this Thinnias Cinderella peach has the perfect color that mix between the brown and the white. And this Thinnia has a tint of pink. It doesn't hurt at all, plus it's gonna make the bouquet more interesting. To get a longer stem, I sacrifice 1, 2, 3 small flower buds, but that's okay because it's going to help the Thinnias to become more bushy and produce even more flowers. This is status, one of my favorite color. One of my favorite flowers, because it will last in the bouquet forever. So far so good. But I think I have too many peachy color now, and I would like to make this bouquet more rustic, so I'm gonna find more brownish color. This is Rudbeckia Sahara. I started them from seed in fall last year, and they have a pretty good range of color. Now I have to make decision whether I should use this one or this one or this one. If they have a sturdy stem, that means they're good. If they still wiggle like this, that means it's not ready to be cut. This one ready. Oi. Oi. The reason that I don't pick this one because I think it's too yellow and I wanna stay with the rustic color. And the reason that I don't use this one because it will become like a Thanksgiving bouquet instead. I think this color has a very good mix between the red one and the yellow one. Oh yeah, gonna cut this yellow. It's cream, but it has a sign of blush. If you're not sure how many stems you should cut for the bouquets, 3 and 5 are the magic numbers. And this one I cut 5. And I cut 3 stems of this feverfew. The reason that I used feverfew because smaller flowers would be nice in a bouquet, and this one has the white and has like the yellow on it, which gonna make my bouquets more interesting. Perfect. The reason that the white snapdragon is perfect because the white color and some, green tender stem will keep us away from the Thanksgiving look, yet it falls within our range of color. And I will lay down the snapdragon on the other stems like this so they can stay straight in the bucket. Next, I am going to find some greens that are not too green. And I think this 9 bark is the perfect candidate. Green but not too green, and the leaf is not too big, and just 3 stems because I don't want the bouquet look too greenery. And this spirea is also a perfect candidate. Look at how delicate they are, and they have a long straight stem, and they don't have the big leaves which will make our bouquet look too greenery. 2, 3. And remember that our bouquet has white color as the supporting, accent color. So I will find some foliage that has white color. And maybe a few stems of Solomon seal doesn't hurt. Can you imagine if I use this foliage instead? I mean, it's beautiful and it will be perfect for, maybe pink, light pink bouquets or even fall bouquets. But for this rustic bouquet, I think it's gonna make the bouquet more Thanksgiving. How can I forget about this? This is Scabiosa star flowers. So it starts from purple, white, blue little flowers like this, and then they drop the petals, and then they become more like this. And once they completely drop the petals, they become like this. Alright everyone, I think I'm ready. I left these flowers in the basement this morning and then I went to work and then I came back. So I am going to separate some flower in a different bucket. So when I pull them up, they don't become like this, okay? So I wanna give them like space in the bucket. See what happened to my snapdragons? They bend. Although I try my best. Tango. I think actually I'm missing something, which is my kadukadik. Let's go find kadukadik. Oh, right here. Guys, this is my kadukadik. Kadukadik. If you speak Thai, you probably already know what does kadukadik mean. But if you're not Thai, kadukadik means like, like moving like this. And it will give the bouquets the movement, the dynamic, because they kadukadik. Now it's time to actually start doing these bouquets. Actually, no. Gonna fill with the water first. Hold on. So I'm gonna start with this fever fill because it has very long straight stem, and this branches is going to support the flowers that we're going to add in the bouquet later on. And the other stem that I'm going to use for starting is this brown sugar dahlias. I'm going to attach it with the stem of this fever fill. Hold the stem this way. This is how I hold the stem. And next I am going with this Rudbeckia. Put it on my hand on a 35-degree angle like this. Okay. Next one, I'll add this yarrow. And when I add more stem, I will grab the stem with my 3 lower fingers. Then I can open up my thumb and the index finger, add flowers on a 45 degree, and then, okay, I'm gonna do slowly. Then like that, then grab it. I will not worry about the height of each flowers yet because I will adjust that later on. For now, I'm gonna keep adding the flowers in the same technique. Maybe more snapdragon this side. Ooh, because I have fever on this side, I wanna balance it out with this side, so I will add another fever. Whenever you have more stem, you can hold them lower like this, okay? Before I kind of hold them right here, but now I can hold them like this. So you can see, the movement of the flowers. And this is the reason why 5 and 3 stems of the same flowers are the magic numbers, because we are trying to create triangles. Okay, so I have snapdragons here, snapdragon here, I will have snapdragon here. The triangle methods will keep the bouquet balanced. Next step, I think I can add more focal dahlias, maybe on this side of the bouquets. Now we have a lot of, big bloom, spiky bloom, and fever. I am going to start adding some accent flowers, or some other people call, fillers, like this status. But see, this one is stick up too much. So I think I have to break the branches like this. Then I'll put on the other side. If you're not comfortable with the 2-finger and 3-finger methods, this is what you can do. You hold every stem, right? Then open the 2 fingers at the top. Then you add the flowers there. But instead of open these 3 fingers, you use the other hand and hold all the stem gently like this. Now you can release the other hand. Okay, now use your left hand or right hand, then grab it back. These 2 dahlias are so close to each other, so I'm gonna break it up with more flowers in between. Now it's time to add Thinnias. So the way I determine, because this side is pretty empty with no big flowers on this side, I will add Thinnia right here. Now I'm gonna add this, very, very big stem of cosmos. The cosmos is like, floating above of the whole bouquets. And I have 2 more stems of cosmos, so I will use the triangle methods, Since I have cosmos here, I'm gonna add the other stem here and the other stem here. So it's gonna be like triangle. Maybe it's time for this little Thinnias. Just gonna add it in. More little Thinnias. Status has very strong stem, so I'm gonna use it to support the delicate stem like the cosmos. And this side don't have status, so I'm gonna put it here. Here you go. Oh boy, I forget this little one. I don't know, maybe later on, I think. I have this very delicate dahlia. This is honker dahlia. Because it's white, I'm gonna find a spot that doesn't have white. This side has the floating flowers like cosmos. This one has cosmos. This one doesn't have any floating flowers. So I'm gonna use this dahlia as another floating flower right there. Gonna push it up so they kind of float, on top of everything here. Now we start to see, the movement of the bouquets. If you want your bouquet to be tight, hold it higher like this. Okay, it's gonna be tight. If you want it too loose, hold it lower. Now, it starts to loose, and then you can adjust the height, the spacing. Before I fill in with the leftover flowers, like this, guys, I will make sure that I add all the kaduk kadik and the accent stuff like this, okay? Just add it around the bouquet. This one pretty short, maybe right here needs something short because already tall flowers here, so I'm gonna add short flowers right there. This, I don't know what it is. The green that we just cut together is variegated. Add them now. Also the grasses, I'm gonna add it now. Oh my gosh. If I don't have to explain why I am making this bouquet, I would lay down all the stem on the table to avoid, situation like this, that the flowers tangle each other. It's so much easier if you have all the stem laid down on the table. But this time, because I have to explain, I have to put all the flowers in the bucket with water to make sure that they are hydrated, because I have to spend time explaining to you guys, and I do that because I love you all. Now it's time to just finish all this leftover stem. I'm not gonna think it very hard. Keep it in mind that everything should be balanced, right? And just keep adding. At this point, because you have a very good structure from the beginning, the very last stem that you're gonna add to the side, it's not gonna make like a difference. The very last stem, you can put the stem a little, lower, like that, or you can put it higher. It doesn't matter if you have a good foundation, it's gonna look pretty. But this time I'm gonna, put the side stem pretty high because I want this to look like rusty. Not rusty. Because I want this bouquet to look like, more rustic. If you have anything in fan shape like this, like flat, keep it for the last one. And have this spirea. I already have one here, so I'm gonna add the other one right here. I have these little stems, the very short stem. So I'm gonna add this on the side of the bouquet like this. I make every bouquet little differently. I use different methods, It depends on the style, depends on the flowers that I have, depends on, the length of the stem too. I will try to make videos like this more often, so I can show you, all the little techniques that I use for each kind of flowers for each season. Fan shape green. The way I do it, I just put it right there, like that. Kind of, tuck in everything together. 1, 2, then 3. The very last step, I will ensure the height of each flowers. Make sure that they have the space. So I'm gonna hold it a little lower. Then I'm gonna release my fingers a little bit. So the whole bouquet kind of opened up. So now I can adjust the height, adjust anything that is like tangle. Okay. Hey guys, don't tangle. Stay on your lane, hey. And I usually use this raffia. It's made from a palm tree leaf. So I just wrap it around like that, tie them up. You can put this on the table too if you don't want to do something risky like this. Hello. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow